Hi, I'm Carmen. I'm a psychologist and a mother of 4. I work with so many young people every day in my work, and one of the most common things I see is something to do with anxiety, various anxieties. Probably every second person, if not more, has some issues with anxiety. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the different kind of anxieties and further relaxation techniques in another talk, but today I want to focus on what is actually happening in our body. What do these symptoms mean, and how amazing is actually our body trying to keep us safe with all the symptoms we get when we have an anxiety attack or just experience this anxiety, and it makes us so uncomfortable. Most young people, and adults for that matter, that I encounter don't really know what is happening in their body. They just feel very scared, very uncomfortable. It's exhausting. And I find that just really knowing and understanding what is happening in your body can make such a big difference in getting that under control and just feeling calmer about it as well. Because very often I see that people have anxiety about getting anxiety. We don't want to feel that way, and we definitely don't want to feel that way when we're in public. So yeah, understanding what is happening can go a long way with this, and that's what we're going to try and do today. And then I'm going to show you one quick little hack, one little exercise with how we can trick our body and be calmer than we actually are, and very quickly bring our body and physiology back to that baseline where we can feel so much more calmer, where we can focus again, where we can function again. So one of the main things that most people experience, you might not experience all these symptoms, but some of those will be familiar to you. Not everyone experiences all of them. But one of the most common ones is that your heart rate goes up, like your heart is beating really fast. It can be so scary that some people even think they're going to have a heart attack when it is in fact just anxiety. That's how strong this heartbeat can go up. So this is your body actually preparing you for a fight and flight situation where you have to fight a dangerous situation or run away from it. This has been developed in our bodies to keep us safe through ages and ages. Through our biology and evolution, we have developed this safety mechanism. Our body is getting ready to run away or to fight the dangerous situation, the bear that jumps out, or someone we have to fight to stay alive. So this is our heart trying to pump as much blood to the organs and muscles where it's needed, so that we can be faster or stronger. At the same time, because the blood is needed in other big organs and muscle groups, blood actually goes away from our skin and arms. This can leave you with a feeling of a tingling, numb sensation. Your skin feels clammy and numb. Lots of people experience this one as well. And that's twofold, in a twofold way, good for us. On the one hand, it gives us that blood supply to the more important organs than our skin. And on the other hand, if we do get hurt in a fight, we won't bleed as much, which can be very important for survival as well. So again, a very clever thing our body actually does for us. We breathe much faster, so much so that a lot of people feel like they're choking or feel a tightness here, like they just can't get enough breath. That's probably the most scary one about anxiety, that breathing. This is also a function from our body that helps us put the oxygen, like extra amounts of oxygen, everywhere into our muscle groups and organs that are needed for that fight-flight response. At the same time, the interesting thing is that there's actually less blood going to our head, and that can make us feel a little bit dizzy or lightheaded. We can feel hot flushes in our face because of it, which is all very uncomfortable. But as you can see now, it's actually trying to keep us safe in a dangerous situation. We also have increased sweating that has also two reasons that are protective factor for us. One is it keeps us cool if we're in a fight or flight situation where we have to run or fight. We want to stay cool so that our body doesn't overheat, and sweating helps with that. But on the other hand, also in a fight situation, if you're all slippery from sweat, we are a bit harder to grab and to hold on to. So twofold again, how our body is very clever in keeping us safe. We have widening of the pupils. That is something that a lot of people don't know, and it might not happen to everyone as such, but this is actually a function that helps us see the danger lurking in the shadows potentially better. But it can make you feel like you have a bit of blurred vision or seeing spots. And again, in our today's world, when there is not actually an actual physical danger, there is no bear jumping out at you, a not very comfortable situation to be in. But again, very clever what our body actually does. And another big one is the decreased activity in our digestive system. Straight away our body shuts that almost down so that the energy can go to all these other systems that are more important in a fight or flight situation. This can make you feel sick and nauseous, and because you have less saliva for digestion, you can feel like you have a very dry mouth as well. So again, very uncomfortable. The other thing is our muscles tense up in that readiness for fight and flight. And overall, all of this together just leaves us completely exhausted. It takes its toll on our body, and we just struggle. And definitely find it hard to concentrate at school, for example, or at work if we have an anxiety like that. Very, very hard to still get anything done. So a really good trick to calm ourselves down when we are in this situation is to take a couple of really nice deep breaths. I want you to try this with me because, as we said before, we start breathing really fast. We tend to breathe just shallow, just up here, instead of trying to take belly breaths. Like, I would like you to put your hands on your tummy and try to breathe in so deeply that you feel your tummy rise, that the airflow goes all the way down into your tummy. Your hands, you feel it in your hands when you have that deep breath that goes all the way down and slowly out. Like, try to take 3 or 4 deep breaths like that. And at first, when you're still having that anxiety, it might not be so easy to take that deep and slow breath, but you'll get there. And especially if you practice it sometimes when you're not experiencing anxiety, practice these deep breaths, these belly breaths. Also try to actually sit up and open up this area. We tend to crouch together when we have anxiety because it feels more protected if we do this, but it can make that nauseous feeling worse. It can make that shallow breathing worse, feeling dizzy, all of this. So yes, try to sit up, try to open this area, try to take these deep belly breaths, and you trick your body into believing that there is nothing to be worried about, that it's calm, you can calm down. Those symptoms that are designed to keep us safe can shut down again. Our body can return back to normal much quicker, and we can feel, back to our normal self very quickly again, much quicker. We might still feel a bit exhausted from having gone through this, but you will find that you also have less anxiety in the future because you have something to do when it happens. And I very, very strongly urge you to practice this. Also, maybe before bed, before you fall asleep, when you're laying down, you can put a little soft toy or something on your tummy or the cushion, or use your hands just to really feel that belly rise, taking those deeper breaths. I hope this helps. Bye.